Coming up tonight on YCN News, the Claremont Business Alliance meets to discuss the growth of the community and its independent businesses. New Hampshire police charge a man with disorderly conduct for assaulting the director of the Dartmouth College Safety and Security Department. And Father Andrew Tregobov explains how the date each year when Easter will be celebrated is determined. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. The calendar says spring yet winter is giving us one more run for the money. If you're indoors, you may hear the crooning of the wind outside. If you're outdoors and near roads bordering rivers and creeks, take care. Vermont emergency management officials say some roads may be slippery with colder temperatures today. Some roads in Vermont are closed due to flooding. Motorists on 2 or 4 wheels are reminded to follow any posted detours and to never drive across a flooded road. The National Weather Service reports most rivers around Vermont are receding and should drop below flood state later today. For updated postings on travel conditions and road closures related to any lingering snow runoff from Tuesday's rain, call 511 or go online to 511vt.com. And consider signing up for weather and road updates through VT Alert. To sign up for a free account, click online at vtalert.gov. Meanwhile, just over the Connecticut River Byway, area officials are keeping an eye on the level of the Sugar River as it runs through Claremont and Newport, New Hampshire. Last night, the Claremont Business Alliance met with Sean Walsh leading the meeting in the town's Moody building to discuss plans and a mission to better the community of Claremont and its independent businesses. The alliance is made up of many of the city's small businesses from the downtown. In the previous meeting, they had discussed planning a block party to be held on Pleasant Street near the end of May. Lori Wallace, owner of Kit and Caboodle Consignments, reported that she had spoken with DeRay Russell from the city manager's office to find out what steps they would be required to take with the city in order to do so. Unfortunately, there was a long list of criteria to meet, including that the alliance would need to be recognized as a non-profit organization. The group was disappointed, but discussion continued on what the next step would be for the group to be recognized properly by the city, or more specifically, to bridge together the Greater Claremont Chamber of Commerce and the business owners of the city. David Cassiani of Everett's Maples said that an appropriate next step would be to invite a member of the chamber to the next Business Alliance meeting to talk about where the chamber is headed. All members agreed that it would be best to contact the chamber to find more information in order to possibly pursue the option of joining. David Lucier, owner of Claremont Spice and Dry Goods, also gave an update on the city's 250th Birthday in the Bricks celebration to be held on September 20th. Then the meeting closed with early plans for the next Claremont Holiday Stroll. The Business Alliance coordinated this past December's downtown stroll, which brought some fantastic community involvement. All members were pleased to begin planning for the next one, hoping to make it all the more joyful for vendors and citizens alike. The Claremont Business Alliance will hold its next meetings on May 13th and May 20th. The meetings begin at 6:30 p.m. and are held at different businesses' locations. The group is always open to new members from the downtown area. YCN News will let viewers know the meetings' locations. Further northward in the Upper Valley, Hanover, New Hampshire police are charging a man with disorderly conduct for assaulting the director of the Dartmouth College Safety and Security Department. 57-year-old David Vincelette of Hanover was taken into custody Monday afternoon at the college after refusing to leave the college grounds. Police say Vincelette was out of control at the school's president's office. Vincelette was arrested on 2 charges, disorderly conduct and simple assault. Escorted from a college building, campus police brought him to the Hanover Police Department. Bail is set at $5,000. Vincelette is banned from setting foot on the college campus. This is Vincelette's second arrest this month. Hanover police say he was arrested on charges of disorderly conduct on April 10th. On that date, Vincelette is alleged to have interfered with an asphalt grinding job. Hanover Town and contracted workers were on the job site. Vincelette is scheduled to appear on the charges on May 5th in Lebanon District Court.
At H.R. Clough, we sell, install, tune, and repair home heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil. But there's more to our operation than you see when we visit your home. Come visit ours and see the upgraded, expanded, and environmentally friendly fuel storage facility adjacent to our 24-hour-a-day credit card gas service. And from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., a self-service automatic touchless car wash. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oils. Over 65 years of local ownership and dependable service.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Just as the Claremont City Council is studying a ban on smoking and using tobacco products in its public parks, so is a Vermont town moving forward with a similar ordinance. The Hartford Select Board is adding to its list of products banned from city parks any tobacco-containing products, the Valley News reports. Adding this proviso to the ordinance already in place outlawing drugs and alcohol from local parks will improve safety and comfort of park users. And the board also put some teeth behind a measure that bans dogs from town parks and forests who are not on a leash. The leash law becomes effective in 60 days once all legal paperwork is complete, making the ban official. Changes to the ordinances passed the Select Board overwhelmingly, 5 members in favor, 1 against. After this summer's downpours that caused flooding throughout Lebanon's Slayton Hill neighborhood, one solution to stop the home and roadway damage will be put into place. City officials got the go-ahead from Lebanon's planning board to remove trees and stone walls that now line the sides of Slayton Hill Road, reports the Valley News. By removing these natural and man-made barriers, there will be more room along the road for wider drainage ditches and culverts. The excess rain and storm water will have a place to go instead of winding up in people's basements as experienced in June and July. 11 of the road's 22 culverts are smaller than needed to keep rain and snow melt from pooling and running over the roadway. City Manager Greg Lewis says the project will begin this summer. For Christians around the world, this is one of the most sacred times of year. It is Holy Week, which will culminate in Easter Sunday. Easter itself does not fall on the same day as another important Christian holiday, Christmas. Father Andrew Trigubov explains how the date each year when Easter will be celebrated is determined.
So the formula is the Sunday after full moon after the spring equinox. And that is the same in the East and in the West, except that for in the East there is still that clause that it should not overlap with the Jewish Passover. So there are only 3 possible dates. One is just what we have this time. It is the same date. It also can be the following week. The Western Easter comes a week earlier, or it can be separate for a whole 4 weeks until the following full moon.
Thank you, Pastor Trigubov. YCN News will bring you more interviews about Easter 2014 tomorrow and Friday.
Hi, this is Anita from Brattleboro Mobile at Exit 3. The store now offers more products you can pick up when you're on the go. Green Mountain Coffee, drinks and snacks, beer and wine, and hopefully your next winning lottery ticket. Also, Brattleboro Mobile has added diesel fuel to go along with the 3 different grades of superior mobile gasoline. And remember, we have a courteous staff, a brand new look, and a convenient location, all at Brattleboro Mobile. See you soon.
Brattleboro Mobile on the roundabout at Exit 3.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and he'll take a look at some local college sports.
Thanks, Rose. Some of us may have been surprised this morning to see snowfall, but don't get too worried about that flurry. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high of 51 degrees and lows in the 20s. Friday will have highs in the 50s with a low of 31 degrees. Saturday we might get some rain showers with a high of 55 degrees and lows in the 30s. Sunday temperatures will be in the upper 50s with lows around 37 degrees. Monday will bring us back into the 60s with lows in the 40s. Here's a glimpse of the weather from our northeastern and national radar maps. Now let's see what's coming up on our community calendar. Friday afternoon, the Claremont Senior Center will be holding an indoor yard sale from 3 to 4 p.m. In Putney, Vermont, the Next Stage Arts Center will be hosting an acoustic guitar performance Friday at 7:30 p.m. The Molehill Theater in Alstead, New Hampshire will have a bluegrass performance by the Bump Road Band with open acoustic jam at 8 p.m. Friday night. Remember, you can submit local events from your community by sending them to news@ycnnow.com. And now it's time to prepare for some big lacrosse games coming up. Before we get to the big games, the Colby Sawyer women's lacrosse game against Green Mountain has been postponed due to rainy conditions. A new date has not been set yet. Now for games that are still on. On Thursday, the Colby Sawyer College women's lacrosse team is set to play against Rhode Island College. The game will take place in New London, New Hampshire at 4 p.m. Another women's lacrosse game tonight will see UVM clash with Boston College starting at 3:30 p.m. This game will occur at Boston College. More on the results tomorrow. 2 Fisher Cats games were postponed, both involving opponent New Britain. Both the Tuesday and Wednesday games have been moved to a later date. The Fisher Cats will play against Binghamton tomorrow.